And we're in the show. So I'm not sure if anybody's hearing me. Imani? Hello, can you hear me? Because I saw something that said the mic is muted. Good evening. Hello. Can you hear me? Can anyone hear me? Okay, good. You can hear me. Sign came up and said the mic was muted.
Just unmuted.
Well, it said it was muted and now it's not. They said they can hear.
Oh my God. Okay. Hi. Hello. How are all of you? That's great. I had to go get some Oh God. It's just so annoying. I slammed my finger in a door yesterday and now I have a bald finger.
Oh no.
Now this whole day is ruined. I'm leaving. And I'm premenstrual, so I'm a little, Okay.
I'm feeling very
No one can see that.
grandmother of a grad. About to be grad. Because Idris is about to graduate from
Apparently from grad.
From
School.
he's about
From
to
8th
graduate
grade.
From 8th grade.
Which I don't understand.
He was just here.
Yeah, I know.
He left.
Yeah, no, he left. When I was done with 8th grade,
Yeah.
they were like, bye. I was like, bye. We had like some little award ceremony, like, I got some, like.
But you didn't go to a different school. You didn't.
I went to a private school.
You didn't leave one school.
I did. I left that school and I went to New York. I went to Calhoun.
Well, you.
So
the school you were enrolled in, what school was that?
St. John's in Houston.
And we were there for 8th grade graduation?
We didn't have graduate. First of all, we had this little thing, which I probably didn't even tell you about because it really wasn't that serious. I mean,
see, now that's
yeah, I was like, I don't care.
So the same thing that you don't understand why you didn't have it is probably because you didn't do it.
Well, no, there was no, it wasn't called a graduation. And I don't know. I mean, I'm happy that Idris is graduating. Wait, is this going through here? Yes, it is. Graduating, but I still kind of feel like, I mean, y'all didn't really do anything. Like, you're just going to 9th grade. It's not like you're getting a degree.
When you say y'all didn't do anything, who are you
like the 8th graders?
Oh, well.
I mean, I guess they survived COVID. They could have a COVID party.
That's a part of the reason why I would think that people are going all out. I mean, there's a lawn sign outside.
So I asked Idris, I was like, yo, what's up with your school? And, I need a lawn sign. I need to stunt on these neighbors because all these raggedy neighbors around here, like, oh, my kids went to whatever this little funky school is up the street. And I was like, don't nobody care about y'all. I'm like, my son went to, and now it's outside. And they gave it to me today. And I was like, ha, stupid. And that's the first thing I did when I came back home.
I asked you if they gave it to you and you went off on this tangent. So they gave it to you
Yes,
today.
this morning.
Okay.
Right. But what I'm saying is I see all these people with their kid. I'm just like, don't nobody care about your kid.
So I
care about my child.
I don't recall that in the past 5-10 years, all these signs were up.
No, they weren't.
And I think this is a function of COVID, right?
No, this has been happening for the past couple years.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Right. I mean, yes, big ups to everybody who's made it through COVID and you alive and you got your health and you went to school and you did it. Yes. But I'm saying, typically speaking, it was like, oh, well, so you're just going to go to high school. Like, yeah, I'm going to high school. I mean, when I graduated from high school, I got from what, 8th grade?
Absolutely.
For what? You didn't even do anything.
Maybe you didn't do anything.
First of all, I did a lot. I did very much a lot. Okay. In 8th grade, I had all A's.
I went to Catholic school in New York City.
I went to an Episcopal school in
and
Houston.
There were about 50 of us in my graduating class, and it was caps and gowns.
There were more of us.
And all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
We didn't have any parties. I mean, maybe, there were only a handful of black kids in my class, even in Harlem, but
there were
maybe the Irish kids and the
4 kids out of like 80 kids.
Right.
And 2 of them were Jamaican.
Wait, when you graduated from high school, right?
No, when I graduated from 8th grade.
Oh.
Me and Al.
At St. John's?
Yeah.
You had 4 kids in your grade?
Yeah. Me, Zakia, Al, and 3. My bad. 3.
I didn't know St. John's was that small. The whole class, you saying the
8th grade class had 80 kids.
Oh, I thought you said
no. There were 1 million of us.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Now
no.
Okay. I thought
No,
you said
there were 3
kids.
black kids.
Oh, okay.
Including me. So. Anyway.
All right. Well, Idris has how many in his entire grade right now?
Black kids?
Kids, period.
Oh, 11?
11.
Yeah, 11 kids.
Right.
So
he's going to be overwhelmed in a class of 90. It's like moving to a whole city.
Yeah, no, but I think that could be kind of exciting, especially because in high school. Although I really liked my high school because it was really small, and I'm still friends with pretty much everybody I was friends with in high school. So that's nice.
He just now said everybody has to write a graduation speech.
I'm not going to sit through 11 people's speeches.
Listen to me. You know what?
Okay. They better be quick.
People have to sit through your son's speech. You got to sit through their child's speech.
I mean, they really don't. Like, if they asked me, I would have been like,
Imani,
no. What?
Please. It's his graduation.
But I'm saying 11 kids.
Here's what I'm saying.
That's a lot.
He said he wanted to just speak off the cuff.
Okay.
And they told him, no, he has to write a speech. And I said, sure, you have to write a speech because you will get up there and say, well, it's been real. Bye, y'all.
Or maybe he's going to go up there and talk about Black power and Black empowerment.
He might, but
they're trying to censor him. It's hate.
We don't even know that yet.
No, well,
I have a great big Black Lives Matter, red, black, and green banner that Deb Langford gave me. Okay.
What are you intending to do with it?
I can take it and hold it up.
You could. With the 2 black people that are you could.
I could.
Hold on. Derek, I almost said Derek X because I was just listening to Brand Nubian. Derek H said, hi. I saw you on Byron's Upfront.
Yeah.
Who's Byron?
Byron Allen.
Oh, talking about That's Incredible?
Well,
I used to love That's Incredible. It's not a diss. I used to love That's
Byron
Incredible.
Allen, who owns the
or everything.
Channel, and like, I don't know.
Probably me and you.
A bunch of TV stations owning me.
No, I'm saying like Byron Allen legitimately owns, like he went from That's Incredible to like owning like, he like the Jeff Bezos of channels. He is.
So, yes, Derek, I was on his Upfront.
Why? For what?
It's a Black-owned media.
What's it called?
It was called the Black-owned Media Upfront. And it was
okay
because generally speaking, advertisers and companies don't sell advertising on Black-owned media, which is why it's so difficult for Black-owned media to survive.
That's right.
So Byron it initiated Black-owned media, and there were probably, I don't know, maybe a dozen of us.
Okay.
And he sued McDonald's for $10 billion with a B.
Damn. Okay.
And I'm included in his. He wrote a letter.
Hi to everybody on Instagram.
He wrote a letter to the CEO of McDonald's saying,
Is the CEO of McDonald's last name McDonald's?
Imani, please.
I'm just asking. Maybe they want to keep it in the family.
Imani.
What?
So he wrote a letter to the CEO of McDonald's saying that all the money spent on Black-owned media by McDonald's last year was less than this man's $11 million salary.
Did all of the advertising that was shown on Black media that included McDonald's, did it involve Calvin? You remember Calvin?
Mm-mm.
Calvin was from the hood. Calvin, he got a job at McDonald's. Everybody was congratulating him, like, "Oh, good job, Calvin, you made it."
Was that on Friday?
No, that was an actual commercial in the 90s.
Oh yeah,
About Calvin.
right.
Right.
Well, the point of all this is that they spend hundreds of millions of dollars in advertising. And they even spend it on media targeted to Black people, but not owned
by Black people. Right.
So
Because they
thank God, Byron, who has very deep pockets, he sued Comcast and Charter, and they started carrying his content. They even gave us more subs.
Who? Subs.
Subscribers.
Oh, I'm like, well, you got to talk real words. I mean, I know that
More
you know jargon and
subscribers,
stuff.
because they weren't including us on some of their cable systems.
Oh.
And Byron's lawsuit
Uh-huh.
prompted some
Right.
different behaviors, just as his lawsuit against McDonald's is going to prompt different behaviors.
Well, okay.
So, I mean, it could be that you remember him from That's Incredible.
I remember Byron Allen from a lot of things. He was a comedian when I was little. When I was little,
he was the youngest host on the Tonight Show ever.
he was.
He
That's
filled
right.
in on Johnny Carson's show, and you know how I'm sure you've heard how he and I became close friends.
Yes, we did. We need to move on to more important matters. No, sorry, not more important, but other matters. Okay. First of all,
I just want you to know that somewhere in there, this is all wrapped up in your inheritance, just so you're aware.
That's fine. That's
Okay.
a conversation that we can have privately.
Well, I was, when you shut it down, like, oh,
no, what I'm saying is this is entertainment, right? That is business. That's something between me and you. So that's something that you and I can discuss later.
Mm-mm.
Right? Okay.
No.
So in any case, back to, I just didn't see what that said.
Betty Snob works at an ad agency.
So
Is that Alicia?
yeah.
I didn't know she worked at an ad agency.
Yes.
Which one?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm sure she'll write it down. I saw something earlier today that gave me pause. Hold on. This is bothering me a little bit. Whatever. Did you see that Tiffany Haddish is trying to play FloJo?
I'm all right with that.
I am not.
Why?
Because I'm not feeling it.
Why?
I don't know. I just like something. I'm just like, no. I know she's executive producing it, and I was
she's
like,
also an actress.
I was like, yeah, well, I don't know. I just kind of feel like it should be someone else.
Why?
Because I don't know. I really like FloJo. Like she really was like, kind of like, I really like looked up to her. I just don't know if Tiffany Haddish can pull it off, but maybe she will. Maybe there's a lot of people like me who are like, yo, you gotta like, work it out. So maybe she will. I mean, look, Angela Bassett played Tina Turner and they don't look nothing alike. And it was good.
Yeah, but I don't know that, this stuff is fiction and it's based on fact. So when everybody gets kind of caught up in who the person should look like.
I do. Because it's not always like, because here's the thing. I understand what you're saying, but then we also have travesties like Flex playing Michael Jackson, white Michael Jackson and black Michael Jackson.
We do.
And that's like, I'm just like, I can't do this. I can't do that again.
Well, we do. And I think that one of the things that's to be considered is the fact that when you stand up on the stage as a stand-up comic, you're an actor anyway.
Okay.
Right? It's extemporaneous acting, but you're an actor. And I would imagine that she has probably taken acting lessons by now.
Yeah.
She's been in a number of films. And the other thing about it too that I feel kind of okay about is FloJo's husband has signed on, endorsed this production.
Okay.
So I say, let's see.
I guess in the end, I need to see where is it coming out? Like I'm guessing. Well, I don't know. It could be streaming, like a streaming movie service.
Could be.
I don't know.
But it could be being distributed by she's been in films by major film companies, by major studios.
I saw this movie that she was in. This was at the beginning of COVID. No, it was the one.
There is that one.
I know, but I'm trying to tell you the one that I saw where she was not it wasn't a comedy. It was her. What's her name? The actress she's heavy set. She is Jenny McCarthy's cousin. She also has the last name of McCarthy.
Oh, that's the one where they played the superheroes or something like that.
No, they were like in Boston or something. No, they were in New York. Their husbands were like in the mob.
Oh yeah.
And she was decent. I have nothing to complain about regarding her acting. I think that if given the opportunity, I think she should have more roles. I think I was just a little taken aback because I have just been traumatized by Leon. Okay, Leon played a Temptation.
Mm-hmm.
He played Little Richard, which a lot of people don't remember, but he was good.
He was.
I just say have FloJo played by Leon, and then we can just call it even.
He was in the 5 Heartbeats.
He was in the 5 Heartbeats.
He was good.
He was good.
Mm-hmm.
Leon's a good actor.
Right.
The Kitchen. Thank you. That's what it was called. It was called The Kitchen.
Yeah,
no, I watched it in the beginning of the pandemic. Leon is an amazing actor.
But see, here's what I want.
Did you always think it was kind of weird that I guess him and Cynthia weren't married.
No.
No.
Here's what I want us as Black people to consider, and that's that a lot of Black people are multi-talented.
Well, yeah.
And a lot of us don't get the chance to display a variety of talents.
Okay.
Right? So let's say somebody says, oh, well, what is Dr. Walker doing on a TV show? Right?
Minding her business and getting paid.
Well, what I'm saying is that for a lot of Black people, we can live and super perform on a number of different platforms. So when you take somebody who is talented, Tiffany Haddish is talented in the realm of comedy, okay, and she clearly is driven. She's driven to success. We all heard about, her father and sleeping in a car and all kinds of stuff. And here she is now pulling in major bank. There's some grace we have to give each other.
We're giving her grace. I don't think anyone's saying get out of here. But I think I'm just saying I was not alone when I was kind of but then again, when they were like, Angela Bassett's gonna be Tina Turner, I was like, well, Angela Bassett can act, but I was like, I don't know if I can see it, but it worked. So all I'm saying is I think it's right that people are skeptics, especially when we have nothing to base it on. But I will say that when it comes to comedians, they actually do, a lot of them end up being really good dramatic actors because a lot of them do deal with depression and stuff. So
and there you go. That's all.
So we'll see. I think I'm more interested. I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of Tiffany Haddish's acting, but I think that I think I'm more interested in seeing her, her transformation physically into FloJo than,
Well, she at one point, I haven't seen her lately, but at one point she was in some pretty decent shape. And I don't know if this as a project was being discussed around that time.
So she was trying to get her body right.
I think so. And isn't she with Common?
Yeah, something like that.
And he, I think, keeps his body straight, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think that, you gotta, like I said, there's just a versatility.
Well, yeah, I mean, Mom, of course we can acknowledge that.
Okay.
All right. So I don't know. There's other stuff that went on. I don't really care about Monique. I mean, I don't really care about Monique and her bonnets thing. That's old news.
I really was surprised that I liked what Cat Williams said about cancel
why?
culture.
Oh, what did he say? Cat Williams is a good actor. He was amazing on Atlanta.
What I'm saying about Cat Williams is I have thought for some years now that Cat Williams was on the verge of having a breakdown.
On the verge. He's had several breakdowns.
And he continues to show up, and he shows up publicly and is on the verge. This past week, somebody said something about comedians and cancel culture. And, there's a lot of comedians who think that it's not fair that they get called on the carpet for their language, racism, sexism, all of that, right?
Right.
And here's what Cat Williams said. And it's probably bad of me to paraphrase, but he said, look, being a comedian's not easy.
It's not.
And nobody promised you that the audience was going to applaud you all the time. And if you say stuff that they reject,
leave.
Then you got rejected.
Right.
But you can't go around expecting that people are not going to be responsive and may not give you the response that you want. And I was like,
well, I just thought that it was like, I just remember watching Dave Chappelle's special. And when I watch comedy, at least, and I'm sure I'm not the only one, you have to suspend a lot of, notions that you have, because you're there to laugh. And a lot of things that are uncomfortable make people laugh. And that's how it works. And I remember Dave Chappelle was, it was one of his comedy specials that he had a couple years ago. And I remember there was a woman in the audience, and she was like, challenging him. And I was like, damn, like, I don't come to your job and ask for more fries. Mm-hmm. Like, do I? Melinda. No, I don't. Did you know that Cat Williams' real name is Micah Sierra?
Oh, that's nice.
That's a nice name.
It is.
Yeah.
Micah's a biblical name.
It is. He also, I'm looking at his Wikipedia. I don't know if it's on here. He's also a Virgo.
I met him about 10 years ago, maybe more. That restaurant that was at the corner, the base of Laurel Canyon and...
You talking about the other side?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that where you go on the bottom part. Yeah.
So I was there having dinner or something. He came in.
Oh, you ate there before? I heard it was good.
Once. I don't even remember if it was good. I ate there once. It was, one of those have dinner after work things. And I know I was there with Deb Langford, and she knew him. And she introduced us, and he was like all up on me. And as for some reason,
what do you mean?
I have an image of him wanting to lick my face, and I was like, that's not good.
I would pay for
Don't do that. He was like, girl, you, and I was like, I'm too old for you.
Maybe he was I don't know. Cat Williams was born in. Hold on, he might be 10 years. Sorry, he's closer to my age.
Yeah.
I thought he might have been older. Mm-mm. What I was gonna say is that I know that I read something, or he was on some show, and he was talking about how he's like adopted like a gang of kids. Like, he takes care of a gang of kids.
Yeah, I mean, there's something in him that I find that I want to applaud.
Look, Wikipedia put incidents at live shows, then legal issues. Yeah.
Then
they had all
incidents
at live shows tab.
Yeah, I have said out loud that some of the most intelligent African American men, at least, and please don't overgeneralize.
Please overgeneralize.
But I'm saying that I think some of the most intelligent African American men are in prison.
Why you say African American men? Why you just say black?
Okay, it could be black men too.
Yeah, it's just too many syllables. Hi, Danielle. It's too many syllables. I'm like, I can't. I'm not doing all that. Like, I specifically write black all over the place.
I do too, but in this instance, I was talking about African American.
You mean Africans who got their nationality in America, and then they're like what?
No, I mean, as opposed to foreign-born blacks.
Like Nigerian American. Okay. What'd you say again? I'm sorry.
I said, I think that some of the most intelligent African American men are in prison.
Oh yeah, look, and it says that he was in the Nation of Islam when he was in the Bay.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah. See,
and that's probably where a lot of his stuff, when stuff comes out.
Yeah. He wears a cross all the time, it said, but he was in the Nation of Islam when he lived in the Bay, and he has 2 biological kids and 6 adopted children. His son, Michael Williams, is an actor who is best known for playing Emmett from the Disney Channel series Good Luck Charlie.
No.
That's way past my time. I don't know what that show is. Let's see. Because there's been a couple weeks since we've been on, and there's kind of like there's stuff that I really don't care about, like Beyonce's mom talking about something I don't care. Let's see.
I missed that. I don't know.
It's not even worth discussing. Issa Rae is confirmed to play Spider-Woman in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse sequel, which is really exciting.
Are you good with that?
Yeah, I like Issa Rae. I like her. I've met her on several occasions. She's really nice. She's a really good friend of one of my really good friends.
And your mother?
Well, yeah, but I'm saying she's really good friends with my friend Chris.
Okay.
They went to school. They went to elementary school together. I know, right? Am I good with that? Yeah, I'm fine with that. I like Issa Rae. She's cool. I mean, she is. She's really nice. I'm sure I like Tiffany Haddish if I met her too. I just haven't met her. Okay, but for real, everybody calm down. Everybody relax. Everybody have a seat.
I'm relaxed.
Mary J. Blige's My Life documentary is going to be on Amazon Prime on June 25th, which is the 25th anniversary of the My Life album, which changed my life and everybody else's life except for hers because she doesn't like fun black things. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Is today Prince's birthday?
Yes. Okay, hold on. Mary J. Blige. Let me tell y'all something about Mary J. Blige. Okay, first of all, she's been looking fantastic. She's 50 years old.
That's why she dumped that fool.
Today, no, she was looking good when she looked really good after she left him though. Like her album photos, oh my God, amazing. I think, and honestly, I think blonde is a really good color for you, Mary.
When you,
because you're watching,
kick that stress out of your life, all kinds of things can change.
Oh yeah. So Mary J. Blige. I remember saying this on my podcast a while ago. I was like, Mary J. Blige. She got wine now. She got earrings. Hold on. This finger is bald, so I can't do it. She got wine. She got earrings. She got an endorsement with Gold Bond, that lotion that I guess white people use because they don't usually wear lotion. I don't know. I never heard of Gold Bond until I seen it on the TV. But she has that.
I think it's a Southern lotion.
Oh, okay. It's medicated. I was like, why is your lotion medicated? Mary's been looking fantastic, and there's also going to be we talked about this already. There's going to be another Power, and she's going to be on it. I didn't see the last one. Today is Prince's birthday. Hold on, we have to talk about this real quick. Did you hear about what Sinead O'Connor said about getting slapped in the face with a pillowcase that Prince put a book in it? Okay, first of all,
that he was abusive.
He was abusive. I'm like, girl, listen, this is going to sound terrible, okay? There's nothing, I've met Prince, but I'm also not like an artist. If I was going to work with someone that talented, you have to kind of know that the crazy, you got to know that the crazy is going to be coming through the door.
Like I said, James Brown's a musical genius.
So what I heard though, that she was like, yeah, and he force fed me some soup or something, and then he was like, let's have a pillow fight, and then smacks her across the head with a pillowcase that had a book in it. I laughed for 2 straight minutes because that sounds legit. Doesn't that sound like Under the Cherry Moon? It sounds like, oh my God. But I mean, look, she got a dope song though. And then Prince, being his petty self, went and re-recorded it, just like he re-recorded Tevin Campbell's song that he gave him.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Probably after they recorded it, quite possibly he produced it, and then he realized I could have done that better.
Well, I mean, he did. So
yeah.
You know who else died today? You know who else died today? Okay, do you know who died today? That's what I meant to say. My bad. I should have started with this. You know who died? Cuban B. Clarence Williams III died.
He didn't die today.
When he died?
He died a few days ago.
That's not the point. We found out today.
Well, you said today. No,
well, I'm saying we found
today.
out. It's the same thing, basically.
This thing was reported a few days ago.
Okay, so look.
Clarence Williams from the Mod Squad.
He was a Mod Squad. He was Prince's dad. Afro. He was in deep cover. He was like, I'll be on you like stink on doo-doo. He said that. He said he was in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker with that white woman and her 2 white kids talking about bean ice cream. He was in Sugar Hill. He was so good in Sugar Hill. He was in
He's from Harlem.
He is from Harlem. I mean, there's no one can, that's obvious. He was also in Half Baked.
I don't know what that is.
The Dave Chappelle movie about weed.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in Half Baked. He was like Cuban. He was Samson Simpson. No, I'm sorry. No. He was the plug. He was like the weed plug. Samson Simpson, I think, was played by Dave Chappelle. He was also in I said Purple Rain, but yeah, Prince's dad died.
He was the personification of angry black men.
He was the personification of he was a Harlem black man.
He was the personification of angry black men, except that he was a cop. So it was like,
oh, and Mod Squad. I was like,
exactly.
Is he covered?
Mod Squad. Those were 3 cops, and Peggy Lipton
ended up having kids with Quincy Jones.
Right. She's what's her name's? What's his name? What's his daughter?
Rashida and Kizada.
Yeah.
Quincy Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So he died. R.I.P. But you know what? Good for you, Clarence Williams III, because you lived a very long and prosperous life. And everybody that I know was like, oh my God, Prince's dad died. Because black people are funny. Oh, nobody wants to name their baby Karen anymore. This news is kind of old, but I do think it's funny. According to a report done by the Huffington Post UK, the popularity of the name Karen dropped 171 spots, which is kind of messed up because I actually have a really good friend named Karen, but she's not white though.
You know who made it drop like that?
White people. Black
people made it drop like that.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well, I was saying white people because of how they act, but black people. look all this influence we have.
That's what I'm saying. Black people trashed a name that has probably been in the top 15 for as long as I have been alive. And now nobody want to name their kid Karen. And the Karens who are walking around
are like,
some of them who are black are like, why y'all got to go to name Karen? That's my name. And I'm like,
I mean, I didn't name you Karen.
I'm like, I
don't know.
It ain't my responsibility.
Did y'all see some video? I haven't seen it yet because the link I had doesn't work on Instagram, but it was something like, I guess it was over Memorial Day weekend, maybe in Sacramento. They were at a Clinton hotel at the pool, and there was a couple.
I watched the video.
There was a lesbian couple, and then there was a heterosexual couple,
and more. The heterosexual couple was a group of white people,
and they were all over each other.
I don't know if that's what the black women would do. Well, I don't know if that's what I don't even think.
No, they weren't black.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what the lesbian couple was doing. I don't know what they.
No, they were just like kissing and holding hands.
I know, but what you just did was like
no. I'm sorry. No, I was saying the heterosexual couple was all like that.
Oh, I thought that was the act of kissing.
It is, but like. They were all like that, and so so these Karens were like, "Get out of here! And I have kids," and blah blah blah.
And they called the hotel security on them,
and
hotel security
got
came
kicked out
and asked them to leave. And then the people in the pool, who sounded like a bunch of men's voices.
No, they were gay men.
We're like, shame. Do you have children? And then there's a bunch of little kids behind. And she goes, well, fuck you.
Right.
And it's like, wait. So this is what.
Okay.
And she kept saying that. And I was like,
Okay, here it goes. Brandon sent it to me. But I'm so tired of accepting.
Oh, Brandon's going to play it.
Oh, he's going to play it.
Oh, yay. We got technology. We're not hearing no audio.
It's fine. I just want to see what happened.
This is where she stops.
She's like, get out of here, you stupid.
And she-
I hate you. Hold on. Yeah, you all are terrible. Whatever.
Do you have children?
If you have children,
you'd be
blah,
a
blah,
terrible
blah.
father.
Blah, blah, blah. And they're like,
Shame,
shut up.
shame,
Shame. Okay.
shame.
What's that white man doing?
He's saying he's with her.
Whatever.
He's trying to
They
pull
look
her
together.
away, and then she won't leave. This is because she's all revved up, and he's doing, honey, come on, let's leave. Honey, come on, let's leave these.
Right.
Come. And,
You all are terrible, and you all, and you're gay, and whatever.
and they're going, shame. That was a wonderful little episode. I enjoyed it.
So, yeah. Also,
She said, I'm a Jewish woman from New Jersey. Then go back where you came from. I live in Oakland. It was like, well, wait, which one?
Which one?
Which one is more important?
That's like that's like the whites in Do the Right Thing. Like, I was born in Brooklyn. Like, whatever. So hold on.
I enjoyed that episode. I was like, all right.
What episode?
That was an episode. Episode doesn't mean television.
Okay, but if
an
you can
event.
speak like, a human being, that would be really cool.
God.
So
Do you watch Pose? It ended last night.
I know. No, I
was
didn't watch it. I just because I wanted to watch
amazing.
the whole thing, like all the way through.
It was amazing.
I
I know people who cried. They were sobbing, but it was.
Oh yeah, no,
it was good.
Because I really been in kind of like a laughing mood, and Pose is kind of heavy. I mean, I love Pose, but I gotta wait. So Pose ended. Okay, I didn't tell you this weekend. I discovered this show. It's so good. It's called Southside. It's on HBO Max. It was on Comedy Central for like 2 years. Do you remember the Sherman Showcase, which was a terrible show?
Yeah.
Okay, so the guy who was Sherman is on this. Like he wrote the show, and his brother is on it.
I seen this show.
Southside.
Yeah.
I
saw it.
It's my favorite show.
I saw it last
I've watched
year.
it
They work in the appliance furniture store.
They work in Inglewood. They work on the South Side in Chicago.
It's funny.
It's so good. Like I had to watch it twice in one day because there's all these little there's all these little like utterances. Like this girl called the dude who was on Sherman Showcase. She was like, whatever, that's why you went to the barber and told him to make you look like Gerald Levert. And he was like, well, you know what? I did tell him to make you look like Gerald Levert, so that's a compliment.
I can't remember. The last names are Muhammad.
No, Salahuddin.
Salahuddin.
His name is Bashir.
Yeah.
And then his older brother, who is the actor, like his character's name is Simon. His name is Sultan. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I like that name. That's like naming your kid Geronimo.
Well, it's like naming your kid Prince or Amir.
Yeah.
Right. Which is my grandnephew's name.
Yeah.
Amir. That's actually a good show. They got their little squad.
No, it's more than good. It's so
they got that squad.
Funny. It's so, please you guys watch it. It's so funny.
They deliver.
They're gonna have a second season.
Oh yeah.
In September. Yeah, I told Idris to watch it. He was like, this is a good show.
So I watched all of what's it called, Invincible.
Yeah. Invincible was good.
Idris was telling his grandfather how great it was.
I found it first though.
I watched it. I thought it was good. It was quite violent, but
it was very violent. But I like that
with animation.
No, I appreciated it.
All right. I have a show that I'm so sorry that I finished it. It was a limited series, 4 parts, called High on the Hog.
Oh, about soul food.
Well, it was about soul food, but that's way too simplistic.
Okay, because I just wasn't really interested.
Yeah, you should watch it because it opens with the chef and sommelier, this brother.
Yeah, I have his book upstairs.
And they are in Benin, and they begin speaking about the culture, slavery, and Benin. And so, like I was saying to Roosevelt this morning, when we talk about candied yams, and they went to a market in Benin, in I think the capital city, which is called Ouidah.
In Benin?
Mm-hmm.
Did they change the capitals recently? Sorry, go ahead.
Why? What's the capital?
Because I remember learning all the capitals in
Ouidah.
Yeah, I don't remember. Like,
I thought it was
because I thought Mogadishu was the capital of a. Yeah,
not Benin.
No, I mean I thought it was Somalia, but it's not.
Uh-uh.
And then what I found, whatever. Go ahead.
So they go to an open air market where the farmers have brought all their stuff, and the most popular.
I was right.
The most popular Mogadishu. You're okay. That's Somalia. I thought you were talking about the one that starts with Wigadushu.
Oh, I was getting that confused.
Right. So the most popular vegetable that's there on the stands is a yam.
Of course, because they're delicious.
Well, what she explains to him is that here in the United States, we don't have yams. We did not have yams. What we had were, and he was like, sweet potatoes? She said, right. And when the Africans who were enslaved were brought to this land, they were looking for that root.
Yeah.
And the closest they found was a sweet potato.
Well, then I need a yam then.
So then they call these yams, but they're not.
So our yams are different.
Yams are different. Yams are almost, some of them are white, and some of them are almost like a very, very, very pale peach color.
Okay, wait. So I've been eating these things from the Korean market because H Mart delivers now on Instacart.
We do 99 Ranch. I haven't got anything from
99 Ranch is Chinese. H Mart is Korean. I prefer Korean food more.
Okay.
But anyway, my point is that I get these purple potatoes, these little tiny purple potatoes, not purple potatoes that we, as they're usually called here. These are like purple, I think they're Korean potatoes. But I put them in the air fryer for 20 minutes and they are so good and they're so sweet. And that's truly a yam. Mm-hmm. Like it's so good.
Well, in Jamaica, there are yams. So I know eating yams from Jamaican food. What I was always kind of confused about when people say candied yams. And when I look at the can of it, I was like, well, those are sweet potatoes.
Right.
So she was making it clear that you can't use those interchangeably.
Yeah, they act like you can.
But this show was the 4-part series called High on the Hog. It's so good. It's so authentic. It's intelligent.
Is it just about Black American food?
It is. It's not. It's actually more about African food.
Oh, well, I like African food.
It's more about African food and how we took our African style of cooking, right? And then she talks about Hercules, who a friend of mine who did, well, she's a new friend, but she did a lot of research and published a book. She's a cookbook author. Uh-huh. And he was the chef for George Washington. And George Washington kept him enslaved in order to keep him cooking, because he says he'd invested money, took him to Paris and had him learn French cooking. And so the law in
my bad. Danielle, yams are provisions to St. Lucians? I had no idea. Because they're always like provisions. I'm like, first of all, what are you talking about?
Oh. Well,
they're like provisions.
In Jamaica, it's yam.
Yeah, I'm like, why are you all using such a formal word for? Because I was like, I don't know what. Like, I'm like, are you talking about just like, I don't know, carbs? Okay, thanks, Danielle.
But it's interesting that you have them on islands, but I guess here they weren't cultivated.
Right.
I mean, they didn't get all the way here to be cultivated. But you got to watch the show. It's wonderful.
I was about to ask. I was like, did somebody sneak a yam in their hair? Like, how'd that?
You mean how to get to the island?
No, I really thought that like yams were here. Because I'm used to them people using them interchangeably.
Oh.
And I was like, who snuck a yam in their hair and got us some yams?
You're so stupid.
Ow. Okay.
And I just want to say shout out to Lenora because I bought your book, and I bought it. I forgot what it's called, but I bought it for my grandnephew.
For who?
The yams they have in the African markets
Are called name.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. I used to, when I was in grad school, I went to Tulane, and there were a lot of Africans. Like somebody was from Senegal, somebody else was from Nigeria, like naturally Nigeria. But I remember going over to like one of my friend's houses, and he was Senegalese, and they had made like, what's it called? Fufu or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it, but everything else was good. Because I was like, well, I'm just not used to, I'm not used to all that, like when I eat. But everything else was really, really good. There used to be this Senegalese restaurant, I believe, in New Orleans, that was so good. Lenora said, "Thank you so much!" Exclamation points. Okay, wait. Lenora said that was Thomas Jefferson's enslaved African. He went to France.
Yeah, but
ow, my knee hurts.
George Washington had one too, and I'm looking his name up.
George Washington, I learned like 2 hours ago, was one of the top distillers in the United States.
But this sister, Ramin Ganeshram,
yeah,
she's Trinidadian.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote.
I just burped. I don't know if you can smell like garlic.
Well, I didn't hear it, but thank you for sharing. She wrote this book about the slave who George Washington kept enslaved, and so this series talks about the popularization of macaroni and cheese was done by this chef. He learned it.
I knew somebody black made macaroni and cheese. Yeah. I knew that.
And one of the things that I'm about to do the next time I make macaroni and cheese is that recipe from way back in colonial times. They cooked the macaroni in half water, half milk.
Well, I can't eat that.
And the chef who's on the show, who hosted the show, talks about how much smoother and creamier the macaroni and cheese is because it was
smooth and creamy. I want regular black people macaroni and cheese.
Well, he's a regular black person.
Well, I mean, yeah, but don't do that. First of all, I can't digest milk. A. B. Just don't mess that up. I knew black people make macaroni and cheese. Let me tell you something. White people be out here trying to have you make a roux first. And I'm like, you don't make a roux when it comes to macaroni and cheese. First of all, macaroni and cheese is supposed to be a brick, and you're supposed to fight over the corners. Mm. Now, I don't know what Martha Stewart and all these other white people got these people out here thinking that you're supposed to be pouring macaroni and cheese. I don't like it.
Oh, no, it's too soupy. I don't eat it like that.
Yeah, no, it's weird.
It's supposed to solidify.
No, it's supposed to, like, you carry it. You can carry it around. Like, you could smack somebody in the head with it. Like, you can't smack nobody in the head with, but when I would make Kraft macaroni and cheese, I would make it kind of thick, because who wants soupy macaroni and cheese? What is macaroni pie?
That's what they call it on the, that's what their name was, what it was called back in the day. And this.
Oh, because it's like
they put it in
because you can carry it around.
They cooked it in like a big round, like a ramen.
Oh no, you can't cook it in a round thing. You need edges.
So,
but I hear you.
It was Hercules, and George Washington's chef, Hercules, was he sent him to be trained.
White people always be talking about black folks' names, and we've been getting named things that were very like
Hercules.
Well, I mean, we've been getting named things that were whatever unusual but hyperbolic in like forever. So,
well,
yeah,
those names were for gods and Greeks, and those we were given names like that.
I know, but I'm just like, I don't know why these white people out here be trying to be all like, I can't pronounce that. Well, I can't pronounce Madison with a Y either. Xander, Danner, and Tanner. Anyway. Okay, what else was I going to talk about today? Or were we going to talk about today? Teyana Taylor was crowned Maxim's 2021 Sexiest Woman Alive, which was made her the first Black woman to top the list. That's great. I mean,
I put together this list. Is this another People magazine thing?
It Maxim.
Oh, Maxim.
You know the men's magazine. Magazine. Whatever. I mean, I love Teyana Taylor, so good for her. She looks great. She got 2 kids. Her baby daughter is so cute. Oh my God. She posted a picture of her last week. Her kids are so cute. So she's 2021 Sexiest Woman Alive.
Who's her husband?
Iman Shumpert. Is he from Harlem? She's from Harlem. That I know. But this is true. She's commanded the attention of many of these past years, with most attention focused on her insanely fit body. With her induction to 2020's list as a sexiest woman, she also becomes the first Black woman to grace the list. I'm more excited about Teyana Taylor. I don't really care about I almost said Maxima, about Maxim. About like, oh, these white people finally decided to I don't care.
Is she brown skinned?
Teyana Taylor.
I don't know who that is.
Yes, you do.
Well, who is she?
She's Black. She's from Harlem. She married to Iman Shumpert. She's a singer.
You just said that.
She was in Kanye's video.
I don't
Fade.
watch Kanye's.
Anyway, she's dope. She sang that song, and then she had.
Should I look her up?
3 of the yes.
Well, that would be helpful.
She had Raekwon, Ghostface, and Method Man in the video that I think she may have directed. I don't know if she directed that video. What's it called? You're Gonna Love Me. Okay, you guys, quick question. This just popped into my head. So I was watching Sherman Showcase yesterday because I was trying to see if I found it funny again. I really didn't, but this didn't make me laugh. What's the name of the song that Genuine sings talking about my whole life has changed? Because it's like, so as a Black person, I always called it My Whole Life Has Changed. We all did, but apparently it's called Differences. I don't know, Genuine, whatever.
Her husband's a former Cleveland Cavalier.
I know. Yeah, he used to play basketball. Oh yeah, wait.
Oh, she's the person that had the baby born in her bathroom.
Yeah. So Alicia said, do I remember? She still remembers Teyana Taylor's Sweet 16. Did she? She had, I don't know. Like there are years that I just don't remember because I was too busy doing stuff. Also, yeah, I'm fairly certain that by that time I wasn't watching anything that was like Sweet 16 oriented. Let's see. Is there anything else?
I saw something that said, and not that I care, but I was like, I wonder what that conversation was about.
What?
Mariah Carey just left being managed by Jay-Z, and they had a big argument. And she's like, you're never going to represent me, or something like that. And I was like, well, that could be interesting.
Changes. Sorry.
It's
changes.
Fighting in the elevator, getting the sister.
Also, Mariah Carey's a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. I understand. Like, we are very much about that money, and it's like, well, you can't manage me if you're gonna be running around with your head looking like that. I'm sorry. Okay, that was wrong.
That was wrong.
It was wrong, but it
looks like hell, but it's wrong.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
I saw somebody playing basketball the other day. I don't even know what team it was because I was so shocked. He had big hunks of hair going this way and that way and in the back. And I was like, no. See, even in the islands, when they got a big hunk of hair that's going this way and that way, it's because they're living in
that
the bush.
Life.
They're living
that life.
They're not coming out here and then driving a Bentley and a Rolls Royce and a whatever.
Looking like this.
They're getting close to Ja, right? and I was like,
no.
And when
you can't do that.
When he
went like that,
it was like having a sleeve stuffed with dirty underwear bouncing up and down. I was like, I don't think I can watch.
Wait, hold on. Mariah Carey's an Aries.
Well, let's see.
Let's see. I mean, hold on. I'll make anybody Capricorn though. I really will.
You're gonna look at see.
Diana Ross is a Capricorn. Birthday. March 27th. I thought, who did I think? Why did I think she was a Capricorn? Probably because of how stank she is. My bad. She's Aries. Well, you know.
Fire is dominant in her chart. And
oh, you want to know something interesting?
What's that?
Not that. Oh, hold on. Philip Cook said some Jamaicans call them provisions too. It includes green bananas.
I've heard the phrase provisions.
I've heard it,
I just didn't know.
I only knew because I knew this boy from St. Lucia, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
I don't like green bananas. I've never been able to enjoy.
Aries can be stank. But so can Capricorn.
Everybody can be stank.
No, I'm talking about because you spoke on this. You said that Amir. You were like, Amir reminds me of someone when they were little. My little cousin.
That the video that Leah posted for Mother's Day. This was my Mother's Day, and then you click on it.
Yeah, get out of the way.
He's
Move.
going like that.
Well, because there are pictures of me and you where I'm just like, move. Like, I don't want to do this. This is stupid. I learned that according to my birth chart or whatever, that I'm exactly 50% male and 50% female, which makes like total sense.
Which part of you is female?
I don't know.
Which part of you is male?
This one's female, but like this one right here is, hold on, this one is male. Does the Heights trailer look like Washington Heights to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
It does.
I'm not interested
when
in it.
When you get up into the 190s. So the part of Washington Heights that
190, it looked like that around like the 150s to me.
Washington Heights starts at 165th Street. Okay.
Well, then what's that called? Because people call that Washington Heights.
What I'm saying is that when you get up into the 190s, there's a lot of them little stores that have those little yellow signs and whatever. Back in the day, that really looked a lot like what Washington Heights looked like. But the upper part of it, because the lower part still had it's still Columbia Presbyterian Hospital. So it still had a lot of Jewish people, had a lot of Irish. It had some Black people. And the Puerto Ricans were really starting to come into that neighborhood. But
they went then?
To the Puerto Ricans? They went to the Bronx.
Dominicans ran them out.
Yep. My whole neighborhood, if it wasn't Black, on that side of it, after a while, it became Puerto Rican. On 164th in Amsterdam. And then after that, even the Puerto Ricans left, and that was all Dominican. It was all Dominican country, all of it.
I couldn't, there was a time when I really couldn't relax on Sundays if I didn't hear the
music,
Spanish music being played.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is your speaker facing outside, but you're inside?
Because everybody has to enjoy it.
Yeah, I mean, I did, but I was just like,
There's a scene that I saw in the trailer where they're dancing at a pool. And I was like, that is Highbridge Pool.
Right.
At 172nd, I think it is. But that's the pool that I went to where I never learned to swim because there was never any room to swim. All you could do was just stand there. Everybody just standing in the water because the pool was so packed.
And a pee pool.
All of that.
I didn't know that public pools were supposed to be scary. We used to go to public pools when I was in Dallas.
To be what?
Scary.
Who said they were scary?
I don't know. But I remember going to public pools and having fun.
I never saw them as scary. I don't know what that means.
People public pool. It's like, I'm like, I guess.
That may be an economic.
Oh, I was like, we're about to ride our bikes and go to the pool.
That may be an economic station comment.
Alicia said a lot of people in this country never met a Dominican because they all That is true, though.
See, Lenore. So I took her to Highbridge Pool. We used to go to Highbridge together.
I didn't know what a Dominican was till I moved to New York for good. I was like, what is that? And I was like, why do you and Puerto Ricans apparently not get along? And then they would my friends who, like, I had friends that I went to school with who were Dominican and Puerto Rican. They would tease each other about, like, this is terrible. They would tease each other about my friend Alan, who was Dominican. My best friend Kathy from high school. They used to tease each other, and Kathy would be like, "Oh, look at you! You got socks on today." And I had no idea. I also didn't know why. I mean, I figured it out why Dominicans do the best hair.
Because they want it to be super straight.
Well, yeah, because they don't. A lot of them don't acknowledge that they're Black. Like, I'm cinnamon.
Right.
I'm like, girl.
Right. And by the way, on a lot of the islands, men don't wear socks. I mean, unless they're, again, it's a station in life. It's where you, right? If you work in government or business or whatever, then you wear socks.
Yeah.
But they don't wear socks.
But
which became the Miami look, remember?
You know
and
what? That's
and
true.
then it spread
That's
everywhere.
true.
Right?
That
so
is true.
Don't
So okay,
be getting
that
all
is
crazy
true
about not wearing socks.
That's true. No, I didn't even think about that. See, I mean, that's true. Well, Michael Thomas wore socks though, but he probably wore them.
It's a beachy, summery look, which is why what you get is the other people who then started to immediately not wear socks were the preppies. Why? Because they wore boat shoes.
No, those are the worst. They had like no treads.
But what I'm saying is that there was a certain point in your culture where it was okay to go without socks. So in the summertime, when you're sailing the boat and you have on the whatever, no one's wearing socks because we're all in Madras prints and
Madras. Madras,
prints
and things, right?
The plaids and all that stuff, and purple and yellow and lilac.
Okay, listen. I just thought of this. Okay, because I was talking about this earlier. So docksiders, right? Yeah. Sperry docksiders. Do you all? Okay, so y'all know about? Okay, do you know the history of malt liquor? Like who was historically marketed to?
Oh, Negroes.
No, it was not.
Oh, Irish.
No.
What?
Suburbans. It was marketed to suburbans for the weekend. Malt liquor. Absolutely. So this is what I found really interesting. So I was reading this story earlier because I saw some ads back from the 50s. And the thing about it was white people was like, yeah, we're not really into like this malt liquor thing. So I saw this story today about how Hallmark has teamed up with this company to have a hard seltzer.
Hallmark cards?
Yes, but Hallmark also owns Ace to 8 channel.
Yeah.
And they play those terrible movies, those sappy movies.
Yeah.
So in the article it said, oh yeah, so you can drink your hard seltzer while you watch this whack Hallmark movie, right? Or this corny Hallmark movie. Do you know what hard seltzer is?
Barley?
It's malt liquor. And it's marketed to who? White suburbans.
Okay, so I looked up stout.
We're not talking about stout.
Imani stout is a dark fermented beer.
You're not following directions.
Which has
You're not following directions. I said malt liquor.
I'm telling you, part of why stout was recommended for pregnant women.
We're not talking about that at all.
Was because it had malt in it. Yeah,
so they can just drink a Malta.
No, this is long before they.
Are we talking about malt liquor? Or are you just trying to do your own thing right now?
I'm talking about malt liquor.
I'm trying to bring it full circle.
And I'm trying to tell you about malt liquor and how for the Irish.
Mom. Thank you. Okay, so malt liquor ads 50s. Hold on. Right. So I just found it interesting that like basically everything is coming full circle because they used to see, look, it's the new party brew. That is a 40.
What year is that?
This is from, I don't know, party brew. Something. It's definitely from the 50s. Born in the late 30s. I have to make this bigger because I can't see. Born in the late 30s, malt liquor looked like a promising child. Brewing, blah, blah, blah. And then the 40s, World War II came and America was rationing. Top brewers in the Midwest had an idea. Clarence Click Corber first brewed Click's malt liquor in 1937. And then 1942, somebody else made some more. And then Party Brew Gets Country Club malt liquor was branded in magazine ads with neatly dressed, smiling white people enjoying themselves in a festive but polite manner, drinking out of frosty glasses filled from 8-ounce cans. I always like Mickey's 40s myself. I mean, but 40s really are kind of gross. My point is this. So I found it really funny that like, okay, so please y'all be on the lookout. I don't know what Black people are really up to in these streets because I've really been at home, but I don't know if we out here celebrating with like hard seltzers yet, but I'm just saying, you know, watch out. Because it probably is going to be like, you know, hard seltzer is going to be like the Chili Malt Liquor Bull climbing through the wall again, like on like on the commercials they ran during Soul Train.
And I just want to add another historical perspective.
No, go ahead with your stout.
Malt liquor. There was a whole era where women were told to drink stout and malt liquor by doctors.
Damn.
Because the malt, the barley, was supposedly good for the growing baby, right? And I remember when I was little and I was really, really, really skinny, my mother would take
drinking 40s?
Stout and take an egg beater and whip a raw egg into it. And I would be made to drink it. Sometimes she would feel sorry for me and put a little sugar. The whole concoction was
disgusting.
Nasty. It was nasty. But all I'm saying is that malt, the barley, all of that stuff, it now got, you know, fermented and filtered and stuff so that it's sold that way. But it used to be a dark malt barley beer and ale that was.
Oh, look, Champagne. I always associate Champagne with class and taste because of the ads when I was a kid.
No.
I was like, oh, when I get grown, I'm gonna drink some pink Champagne because that sounds so classy.
No.
So it looks like that the malt liquor started being marketed towards Black people in 1965. And that's when tobacco companies started manufacturing menthol cigarettes. Cools.
Right.
Sweetened condensed milk and stout tastes good. Oh yeah, that is a thing.
My mother used to put some evaporated milk. We didn't buy sweetened condensed milk. I didn't discover that.
I didn't know that's till I was grown. Yeah, I was like, what is that?
Till I was.
Look, it's Billy D. He said it works every time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if y'all can see that. Okay, that's pretty much all I have. Ew. This ad is gross. I'm sorry. I'm looking at this ad of this woman with a bikini on and two tigers talking about it's the power of Old English 800 ml liquor. There's not one mention of beer in this ad. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm about to go cook something.
That
mixture you're talking about is supposed to be an aphrodisiac as well.
What, stout? Oh, the mixing it with egg and canned milk and
a condensed milk, sweetened condensed milk and stout.
So see this.
I was drinking other alcoholic concoctions as well.
Carnation.
Yeah, carnation.
I used to have that. My mother would give it to me at night.
I could draw that from like memory.
Evaporated milk in my coffee, in my mac and cheese. Yep. I don't make Alfredo sauce, but I use it.
Well, anyway, I'm about to go make some chicken saburo.
What is that?
It's Japanese. It's basically it's like ground chicken, sake, I think like mirin, soy sauce, a little bit of sugar.
It's drunk chicken?
No. I mean it's
like drunk chicken.
Well, maybe, but I mean it's ground. It's just like I just wanted some because I ordered some yesterday on Postmates and I was like, I need a lot more of this. Like, this is not enough. And then I ended up eating a Rice Krispies bar that I hid from myself.
How did you hide it from yourself?
Well, I knew where it was.
Oh.
But I mean, I've been doing actually, and for everyone who's asking, thank you. My knee's feeling a lot better. So I've been doing a lot more stuff because really, I'm very really. I just want to work out so I can eat. I want to eat a pastrami sandwich so bad.
Why don't you?
Because I have IBS and it's just gonna the bread. It's a whole
I didn't know
thing.
you have it.
Yes, I have IBS. I have constipation type.
What does that mean?
It means that I have irritable bowel syndrome, but it tends to be constipative, if that's a word. Constipative. Yeah.
You should take aloe capsules.
That it doesn't work. We're way past that. I have it's just not. It's related to my depression. So when I first started taking Prozac, I was like, oh my God, am I actually using the bathroom on my own? But now that's over now. So
it's over now, meaning it's fixed?
No, it's back to being the same. I have a whole concoction of what I have to drink and take in order to actually go to the bathroom. I know all of you really care.
Well, one thing that people who are living have in common are, bowel habits.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's been like this since college. It's been, I just didn't know it was called anything. And I didn't know it was related to my low serotonin levels until I, became a doctor and stuff. So, and I also have, Danielle, I have GERD too. So I have to take a omeprazole in the morning.
I'm starting to get that.
Yeah, it's very annoying. It's I was like, what is going on with the back of my throat? Yeah, it's just
it feels like it's stuck here.
Yeah, it's that. You want some omeprazole?
I don't know what that is.
It's for GERD. It's for acid reflux.
Okay.
Yeah, if you can take something, it'll go away. Hi, Sean Upshaw. Hi, Danielle. I miss you so much.
This is the benefit of having a child who's a doctor. You just give me stuff.
Yeah, I'll give you some.
But a lot of times I won't take something.
Sean Upshaw, he asked me, how's my gardening coming? Okay, so let me tell you.
Did you bring home the zucchini yesterday?
I did. So so my parents' vegetable box gets full sun. Mine doesn't. So my vegetables, they grow. They're just smaller, but it's fine. But I've been eating squash. I've been eating romaine lettuce like crazy. I've been eating spinach, radishes. I got 4 kinds of tomatoes. I'm waiting for them. My Meyer lemons are about to start getting bigger. I got my tangerine tree is about to start popping off. These squirrels and my apple tree.
You have to actually put a hairnet on the tree.
They're so annoying. I'm like, I want an apple too. What else? My Japanese cucumbers are growing. Okay, honestly, I forgot the squashes are very they're dangerous.
Are you having pan squash or zucchini?
The long
squash?
ones.
That's zucchini.
Well, no, but they're not dark like yours.
They're not green?
No.
Yours are yellow?
Yellow.
Okay.
They're like a light green.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
I need to go look at your
Greta Pilgrim, I feel you, but if you want to feel comfortable, the other thing that you might want to try is charcoal, because I gave some charcoal to my dad when he was having acid reflux, and he called me the next day and he was like, what is that you gave me? I was like, some activated charcoal I got off of Amazon. So that works too.
The stuff you're going to give me is prescription?
There's Prilosec OTC. See, Danielle said Prilosec is omeprazole. Prilosec is OTC. I mean, over the counter.
Yeah.
But because my insurance company will pay for it. So I was just like, here. Yeah. So anyway.
I had all these little skin tags on my face.
Oh.
And I could particularly feel them around my eyes. They were coming in.
Somebody
and I went to
dermatologist
and she's
I
have all these things, they're about to fall off. But I'm saying all that to say that the little scabs are gonna fall off. I'm saying that to say that because I'm old enough and have Medicare, I didn't have to pay anything.
I'm trying to be about that Medicare life.
Well, you gotta be a lot older.
I got them on here, but I don't want them using that laser on my side that.
They can use the cryo. They freeze it.
And
the hot ones, right? The cauterization ones, they hurt at the moment,
See,
a little bit.
Ow. Okay, I'm like, stop.
But then But then that's that. But the ones that she froze, they hurt afterwards, and I was like, oh,
yeah, no,
that hurt.
no,
These
no.
didn't hurt.
No,
So
they hurt like right when you.
It's a moment. It's like,
but it's scary though. I'm like, stop.
Well,
anyway,
if you're in the hands of a good doctor, she won't burn your lips
Who
off.
you went to go see? Dr. Grimes.
I did not.
Okay.
I went to somebody right here.
Was this a white person?
No.
Oh, there's a black dermatologist right here.
Nope.
What is this person?
She's Asian.
Oh, okay.
I went to. It's right by Lemonade, the restaurant Lemonade.
Mm-hmm.
Down the street, right behind there. She's got a nice office and she's very pleasant. And it took 15 minutes.
That thing is scary.
And it's see on my neck. I didn't.
Sean Upshaw, said I normally stop eating at 8 p.m. I mean, I wish I could, but I'm eating, so.
I take turmeric every day.
I don't, but sometimes if I whenever I make juice, then I will juice it because it's just easier for me to drink because the powder that it gets everywhere. Like it's over. Like everything is yellow forever.
That's why I take the capsule.
Anyway, oh, you know what, Danielle? Okay, so I drink. I make golden milk sometimes from scratch, but there's also like a powder that comes. It's like the turmeric and the black pepper. I didn't know that it needed black pepper to activate it. So black pepper, you need black pepper to activate the turmeric. I didn't know that.
I didn't either.
That's impressive and interesting. Okay, I'm about to go.
Yeah, I gotta go look that up.
No, I'm saying I'm about to go.
No, I'm saying me too, but I gotta go look that up because I've been taking turmeric for years now. And if I was supposed to take black pepper with it, but a lot of the inflammation where I thought I had arthritis in this joint. I have arthritis
in this joint right here. And
that's where
hurts.
I had it. And
what am I?
Dr. Raven, who's a black hand doctor
My
here.
My finger's gonna die.
One finger was darker from the inflammation, where it was swelling.
Ew.
And he told me take a leave.
Yeah, you told me.
One in the morning, one in the evening for a week, and then none for a week. So you alternate twice a day for a week. I got none of that inflammation. I have no arthritis going on or happening. And when Roosevelt,
that's why you got acid reflux
from the turmeric.
No.
I mean, from the well, the reason why you're supposed to come off for a week is so that it doesn't bother your stomach lining. Well, I've been coming off for a week.
That's what I'm saying. But you still take it chronically.
I do.
That's why I have it, because I was taking a lot of ibuprofen and a leave from my knee.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you mean I should relax it and see if.
Or you can just take a omeprazole, or you can just take Prozac. Because I'm not about to be in pain. And,
Oh, so Danielle says that the capsules I'm taking may have black pepper in them. I'll look at the ingredients.
No, Michelle Renee, I've not been eating donuts. Because really, when I think about it, they're very high in calories. And I really I needed something like massive. So I ordered 3 salted caramel Rice Krispie treats last night.
Wow.
But then I was going to give them out. I was like, Idris, don't you want one? He was like, no. So I ate one. And then first of all, I went to sleep. This is what I do. Every night I need something sweet to eat. Like I'm just like, I can't take it.
Eat cashews. When you chew them, they end up feeling sweet.
Okay. So I was just like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I went to sleep and I forgot about it. And then it came and I was like, yay. So then I ate it in bed. Then I hid the other one.
Until a few hours later when you went.
I ate it around 1 p.m. today because today was leg day and I was hungry. And I needed food. I needed carbs. Anyway, I have to go because I have to go cook and stuff.
It was wonderful visiting.
It was very nice visiting with you guys.
I won't be seeing you next Monday because I'm going to be traipsing around New York.
Oh yeah, that's right. You and Idris are going to New York. Which means I guess I won't be here either. So
no, you could invite a guest in it like we did with that brother. You could interview.
I know, but then I gotta find somebody. I did that.
Okay, well then do it.
Yeah, like I mean, well, I gotta find somebody,
Well,
and
you
know,
have
I lucked
notice.
out.
You have noticed now. You can find somebody and do it.
I mean, unless y'all want to like, come on and ask me questions, I'm not gonna, guarantee that I'll give you the best advice. I mean, because my advice tends to be like, I don't know, tell her to leave you alone. And my mom is like, no, that's not what you should do.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, I'll think of something though.
Yeah,
but
think of something.
Good night, you guys. Have a good.
It was a pleasure visiting with you again this week.
I hope you guys have a good rest of your day. I was kind of irritated because it was cloudy today.
There was a whole lot of June gloom. Roosevelt turned the fireplace on. I was like,
it was 81 degrees like 2 days ago. It was like the high today was 63. I was mad.
And
cloudy and cold.
It was like what I imagined Seattle was supposed to be like. It's like, I
was annoyed. Anyway,
but it is June gloom, and that's
then it's gonna be so hot.
Right, in New York is 90 degrees.
Is it?
Oh, absolutely.
Ugh.
Let the New Yorkers on here tell you.
As long as the pavement doesn't feel soft.
Well,
that's the worst.
Listen, nothing is worse than New York City smell in the summertime, because
garbage.
Oh, it ferments
and foments.
That too.
Okay, bye. I gotta go.
All right, everyone.
Okay, bye.